ahead of tonight's crucial game. Lou.
Thanks, Marianne. Welcome to Sheffield. Our city gripped by football fever as England are about to take on Sweden for a place in the Euro finals. Despite a few spots of rain, the atmosphere is pretty electric here in the fan zone. It is just a mile away from Bramall Lane Stadium where the match is being held. It is a sellout and the home fans will be hoping it is fourth time lucky for the Lionesses, who have never made it past the semi-final stage of a major tournament before. Well, in the first of our reports, our sports editor Steve Scott looks at how the Lionesses got here and how they're hoping to make it all the way to the final.
Come on, England!
If they can help the Lionesses take that one final step, they will. This noisy canvas of red and white believes it can make the difference tonight.
I think we're going to show some really northern support for him tonight, get right behind him, and I think it's going to be brilliant.
It will be nerve-wracking for him, and not only for them but the fans, to know like anything could happen.
It's just great for England, and I secretly want it to make the boys look bad as well, so they need to win.
At the last three major tournaments, England's women have come up against a semi-final curse. To get here this time, they've scored a hatful of goals, conceded only one, and shown a calm determination when their tournament looked all but over against Spain.
I think going through that and being that successful and then going back to playing our style of play again, I think that really helped the team and really showed our resilience, so that's a big step in our development.
Sweden might have reached this stage by the skin of their teeth, but they're Olympic silver medalists and the highest ranked team in this tournament. They may not have shown that pedigree in their last gasp quarter-final win, but today is another day.
We are so ready for this. We've been. This is our dreams. All of our dreams are added up, and this game is what we've been dreaming for, and reaching the next stage. We're going to do everything we possibly can.
Hey Lionesses, it's David here.
Familiar faces are willing the team on as the country prepares itself for a nerve-jangling night.
It's been so uplifting, it's been so exciting, and it's been so inspiring.
Next stop, Bramall Lane and another packed house, a journey during which each and every one of the Lionesses had time to consider just what tonight means to so many. It's quite the responsibility.
And Steve is at the stadium tonight. And Steve, a huge night ahead for this team.
Absolutely, and the team is going to be the same as it was last time round. Sarina Wiegman, the head coach, has decided to stick with her starting lineup. Such is her confidence in that. Now, for the rest of us, the quarter-final against Spain was really nerve-wracking, but I think England that night showed a real coolness and calmness, mirroring their head coach's personality, really. And I think the fact they went on to win that game will do their self-belief a lot of good for tonight. Sweden haven't really hit top gear in this tournament so far. England will start as favourites, and perhaps their biggest challenge will be to manage expectation. The quarter-final was watched by 9 million television viewers. Not quite a record, but it just shows how much this team is impressing and gathering the nation with it. That record might well be broken tonight. A night perhaps for heroes, but definitely not for the faint-hearted.
All right, Steve, thank you very much. Well, listen, a crowd of 32,000 is expected at the match tonight, with millions more watching it at fan zones just like this one, where they've just turned up the music, and in pubs and, of course, at home. Well, Amy Lewis heard from some of the fans getting ready for the big night.
A sea of supporters and a wave of excitement. They've watched England in semi-finals before, but this time they're at home, hoping that gives the Lionesses the edge.
Do you know what? We're going to win. I know we're going to win 100%. We're going to win. We're going to go to the final. It's going to be amazing.
No, they're growing in confidence, so they're definitely going to smash it tonight.
Do you think you might get a little bit of abuse here?
It's going to be tough. It's going to be a tough crowd here as well, but we'll stand with straight backs and see what happens.
Landlords around the country are expecting their pubs to be packed out tonight, like this one in Manchester.
With it being England going so far, everyone can get behind it, whether you're a football fan, rugby fan, tennis fan, you have to get behind the nations.
Get around me, get around me, get around me.
From pubs to pitches, fans are willing the Lionesses on. In Bristol, they believe this is England's best shot at making a Wembley final.
Great goal!
I think it's going to be a tight game, but I think England will win. When I've watched football, it's always something winning by one, so I think that might be it tonight again. They can do this. They've really inspired people that they can do it.
There are no prizes for guessing who their favourite player is on this estate. Fans in Bermondsey and South London believe Frank Kirby is going to make a big impact this evening. The Lionesses have touched every part of this estate.
You quite like football here then?
You reckon?
How much work goes into doing all of this?
It takes quite a lot of preparation and organisation. We have like 4 people. We've enlisted a couple of extra residents this year just to help us out because there's so much to do and we didn't have a lot of time to do it.
And what will you do with this if England go out tonight?
They're not going out tonight. We're winning tonight and we're going to win the final.
Come on, England!
Side by side, they'll be cheering the Lionesses on this evening. If it is like this tonight, imagine what it will be like on Sunday if they make it all the way to Wembley.
Well, let's get a taste of the atmosphere from 2 of those fan zones tonight. Amy is in London's Trafalgar Square and Mel Barham is in Piccadilly Gardens in Manchester. First to you, Mel, and high hopes from the home crowd there tonight.
Absolutely, the excitement really is starting to build here at Manchester's Piccadilly Gardens. This fan zone is right in the heart of Manchester city centre and they've turned this place into a festival of football. During the day there's been lots of football themed activities going on for the kids to get involved in, all of course designed to inspire the next generation of Lionesses. But we're just under an hour to go before the big kick-off. It is now all about that big game. And you can see the bars are busy. The fans have already started to come in to soak up the atmosphere. And even the weather is playing ball. And by 8 o'clock, there'll be 1,000 people here to watch the game on the big screen.
Well, there's also huge excitement and huge expectation here in Trafalgar Square. By the time the match does kick off in about 50 or so minutes' time, they are expecting there to be around 3,000 supporters here in the square. At the moment, there's a lot of on-stage entertainment happening on the big stage, and then it's going to be shown on a number of large screens around the square. I've been covering England throughout this tournament, through the group stages and also in their quarter-final down in Brighton, and with each match, the excitement grows. As much fun as they want to have here tonight in Trafalgar Square, though, they don't want to be here on Sunday. They want to be 12 miles west of where I'm standing. They want to be in Wembley.